Block.one is buzzing, there's an Everipedia listing frenzy, Ultra partners with dfuse, Microsoft's Peter DeBenedictis joins the Wax Advisory Council, and lots more. I'm Daniel Keys, and this is episode 60 of the EOS Hot Sauce. As always, our spicy weekly updates are available in every format. Watch on YouTube, listen on SoundCloud or your favorite podcast player, or read it at eosnation.io. That's also where you can subscribe to the EOS Nation newsletter to get that spicy sauce poured straight into your inbox. However you prefer it, help spread the sauce by smashing that like, ringing that bell, and giving us a 5-star rating. Let's get to this week's spicy goodness. Block.one has been active all across the ecosystem this week, engaging in software development, EOS governance through voting, public relations and education through a Keynote address, and an HPC data center-focused investment into Northern Data AG. In terms of EOSIO software development, Block.one continues to maintain its high pace of development for EOSIO software releases, and this week compiled a list of recent updates that have been applied to previous versions of EOSIO. On the governance front, Block.one is now on week 4 of its 6-week rotation of votes. Congratulations to the following 9 block producers: EOS Laomao, Blockpool EOS, EOS Beijing, EOS Silicon Valley, Jenner EOS, EOS Authority, EOS Detroit, and EOS Bixen. And the Chinese community was happy to learn that Brendan Blumer will be participating as a main speaker at the Shenzhen Blockchain Innovation Forum on June 21st. The event features a wide range of topics such as the market for dApps, innovative public chain infrastructure, and blockchain technology solutions for enterprises. EOS and EOSIO open source software surely have a lot to offer in all of these sectors, and we're happy to have the CEO of Block.one participating in such an event. Brendan also congratulated the EOS community on Twitter for successfully defending its #1 spot in the blockchain technology rankings of China's Center for Information and Industry Development. EOS has held the top position for 18 consecutive rankings. And Block.one's EOS VC has made some significant moves last week, with an investment of €21.5 million into the German company Northern Data AG. Both companies agreed to cooperate closely to develop a software infrastructure based on EOSIO for Northern Data's high-performance computing, or HPC facilities, which are leading the global market offering customizable hardware and software solutions for machine learning, artificial intelligence, big data analytics, blockchain applications, game streaming, and more. The focus of Northern Data AG products lies in sustainable and efficient use of energy resources, and they run the world's largest HPC data center in Texas. Northern Data AG was created when the German Northern Bitcoin AG and the US-based Whinstone US Inc. joined forces. We're happy to see EOSIO being integrated into such core infrastructure, which has great implications for the other services building on EOSIO. We've already seen synergies through cooperation of Northern Data AG and Innoplexis, who have also been funded through EOS VC. And the good news keeps rolling in for Everipedia and Predict. They had a lot to share in previous weeks, and their momentum got another boost when Binance, OKEx, and Who announced listing the IQ token on their exchanges all on the same day. Being one of the earliest projects building on EOSIO and to receive EOS VC funding, Everipedia is now the first EOS project to get listed on first-tier exchanges. This gives their project more exposure, credibility, and liquidity. Congratulations to the whole Everipedia and Predict team. Everipedia founder and president Sam Kazemian tweeted the following about the news. "This is how it should be done. Build real crypto, real DeFi. No listing fees, no superficial stuff, real respect. We work quietly at Everipedia and Predict, but make huge waves when it's time. And there's a lot more coming." This event also showcases the value that larger exchanges can bring to the table for the entire ecosystem. Trading volume on Nudex exceeded 130,000 EOS due to the announcement shortly before the listings. For those new to trading Everipedia and Predict's IQ token, we can recommend a newly published article explaining the IQ token distribution. Now let's take a look at the more technical updates from Everipedia and Predict over the last 3 months, which the team shared in their product update for June 2020. The Spanish, Korean, and Chinese Everipedia sites are now just as quick as the English ones. Server-side rendering, which makes Everipedia faster than ever and optimized for search engines. The leaderboards got an expansion and can now display the top 40 editors, voters, and IQ token earners for the day, week, and month. The editor was improved with additional explanations, better formatting, bug fixes related to adding or removing video and images, full page search improvements through Everipedia's browser integrations, and improved scatter and ORID off login so that authentication is seamless. As we mentioned in our previous episode, Predict will soon introduce a variety of new DeFi functionalities as offerings. Until then, users can participate in the leaderboard contest, win some IQ, and get familiar with the platform. The Everipedia and Predict team are making an excellent case for the usability of EOS, and we're looking forward to seeing the user base of Everipedia and Predict grow. The next wave of adoption will be driven by the users of dApps and less by speculators. And some news from Ultra, as they continue to deliver consistent updates as they get closer to releasing their next-generation game distribution platform. Last week, they gave us a look into some of their features and innovations they're currently developing for the Ultra platform, and then followed it up this week with an announcement of an important partnership with dfuse. First, here's a quick overview of the announcement that covers the unique feature set that Ultra is bringing to the table. The Ultra Store and client focuses on the user experience. The Game Developer Center allows devs to manage game versions, DLCs, permissions, and rewards. The Master Center implements a Know Your Business policy to safeguard users' safety and funds. The Token Factory allows easy and flexible in-game token generation for devs. The Ultra Authenticator allows secure transaction signing. The Ultra Wallet enables users to manage EOS tokens and NFTs. And the EOS blockchain features some free accounts and a unified RAM market. As exciting as this list of features may seem, in order to have a meaningful impact on the gaming industry, these innovations need to be built on a performant and ready-to-scale network. By choosing dfuse as their history solution, Ultra is able to offer a recently open-source, battle-tested solution that is production-ready and backed by a strong and dedicated team. dfuse is able to meet Ultra's significant requirements in terms of event streaming, history query and indexing, state streaming, and low latency. Now let's move on to some news from Wax. The second member of the Wax Advisory Council was announced to be Peter DeBenedictis, Microsoft's Chief Marketing Officer for the Middle East and Africa. He's yet another representative from a prestigious company to get a seat at the table after Rich Widman of Google's edition in the previous week. As a little welcome gift, the Wax team will also develop a set of custom NFTs for the Microsoft team. Peter DeBenedictis shared his excitement to join the Wax via Twitter, and those who want to get to know him a bit better can check out the interview we've linked to in the written edition of this episode at eosnation.io. We have no doubt he'll provide valuable input to Wax and introduce the advantages of Wax to his colleagues at Microsoft. The Wax Advisory Council not only expands the Wax team's network and expertise, but also showcases the Wax blockchain solutions to larger companies that are moving more carefully and currently exploring how to integrate blockchain into their existing businesses. If you're still wondering why Wax, Dallas Rushing explained it in one of his recent videos. And now for some EOS DeFi news. The USDE collateral-backed stablecoin from Pizza DeFi ecosystem can now be used to purchase on-chain pizza leverage tokens, or PLVTs. Buying and selling leverage tokens is very risky, and anyone considering to do so is encouraged to read the PLVT FAQ, which clearly explains this unique take on leverage tokens. The naming convention could not be more obvious. You can buy the BTC up token if you think the price of Bitcoin will go up, or the BTC down token if you think it will go down. The way the system is designed, buyers of the PLVTs are trading against a liquidity pool. Currently, the Pizza team is the only provider of liquidity, but they do plan on opening up the pool to all holders of USDE, which would further decentralize the Pizza ecosystem. Interested in acquiring some USDE? You can mint some on the Pizza platform or trade them directly on our X Nation portal at xnation.io. And we got a peek at a new Anchor wallet feature this week. We keep talking about Anchor because Greymask keeps delivering new updates. This week, we got treated to a demo of their wallet SDK, Anchor Link, covering the cost of transactions with Greymask Fuel. Check it out. And check out all this beautiful cooperation coming out of the Blockdown 2020 conference. It hosted an impressive list of speakers, and the EOSIO community was well represented with SenseChat and Effect.AI. Chris Dow, CEO of Effect.AI, was leading as a host through the virtual conference and did a great job introducing representatives of the various projects. During the conference, Effect.AI and SenseChat announced a cooperation with the Acoin project and the Akon City in Senegal, a $6 billion project. Effect.AI plans to have workplaces and training centers there, whereas SenseChat will become the go-to messaging service. We're excited to see how these cooperations develop. And now for some news for our blockchain gamers. The Wombat wallet just finished a week of activities to celebrate their one-year anniversary, where their users were invited to try out all the games that were carefully selected for the Wombat Games Explorer. ChainZ Arena is one of those games, and it might be a little bit complex to some. But that makes the game potentially more fun, right? The Wombat team published a nice tutorial for ChainZ Arena so that interested gamers can easily get started. You can find their trailer in the written edition of this episode to get a quick idea of what's waiting for you in the ChainZ Arena. And some IBC news now from TokenPocket. We're happy to report that they've released an integrated user interface for the BOSCore IBC, making it easier for users to execute cross-chain token transactions. The BOSCore IBC hub has been tested extensively by projects such as Karma, Boyd, and Crown, allowing their tokens to migrate between 5 different blockchains, including BOS, EOS, Telos, WAX, and YAS. In order to gain more adoption of this groundbreaking technology, the BOSCore team published an in-depth overview of the BOSCore IBC, along with a list of advantages and a how-to guide. It's a highly recommended read for anyone interested in learning more about how a multi-chain dApp architecture can look like, and you'll find it in the written edition of this episode. The BOSCore cross-chain initiatives are shaping up nicely with a goal to enable dApps to maintain their user base across multiple chains, an essential feature to abstract blockchains away from the end user. And some more EOS VC news. Playable Worlds recently announced a $10 million Series A funding round led by Galaxy Interactive through the Galaxy EOS VC Fund partnered with Block.one. Playable Worlds is led by CEO Raf Koster, known for designing popular MMO games such as Ultima Online and directing the Star Wars Galaxies game. With Playable Worlds, his exceptional team aims to build a cloud-based sandbox massively multiplayer online game, or MMO, that offers new kinds of gameplay and game experiences in worlds that feel more real and immersive than with previous technologies. The investment will allow the team to hire more staff and push the boundaries of what an online world can be, reinforced by the best practices from persistence, engagement, and retention to build a game that lasts. Galaxy Interactive managing partner Sam Engelbart was quoted, "Ralph's vision and demonstrated ability to give players a compelling sandbox for the expression of their digital identities makes him exactly the sort of founder that we look to back." Blockchains will be an important element of the fundamental infrastructure for the virtual worlds that ultimately will become the metaverse. And for those of you looking to get your feet wet with dfuse, it's not too late to catch up on their latest webinar for EOSIO developers that went live on June 18th. The webinar is free. All you need to do is sign up. You can find all the details in the written edition of this episode. And let's wrap this week's episode up with some NFT fun. NFTs are hot right now, and the blockchain heroes will probably further increase the hype by creating NFT collectibles inspired by the most popular blockchain celebrities. The 50 heroes will be released in 5 different classes, each correlated to a segment of the blockchain industry. The classes are Creator, Celestial, Defender, Booster, and Champion. And each card will be released in multiple variations and rarities, including Common, Uncommon, Rare, Epic, Legendary, and Mythic. Card packs will be available for purchase on August 4th. A new design is being dropped on their Telegram channel every day. You can also inspect all the NFTs already revealed on their Twitter or Instagram. You'll need a Wax wallet to collect and trade the cards, but as we all know, those are the easiest to create across the industry. We're looking forward to this new fun set of collectibles and are curious about what kind of superpowers these blockchain heroes are going to have. And that's all for this week's episode of EOS Hot Sauce. We've got more spicy goodness for you every week, so subscribe, hit the bell, and stay tuned for the next one. And if you can't wait till next week, find our previous episodes at eosnation.io or on our YouTube channel. Once again, I'm your host Daniel Keys, and we'll see you again next week. Until then, let's keep it spicy.